Marvel Dice Throne Black Widow vs. Doctor Strange was published in 2022 by the Op and Roxley Games. It was designed by Gavin Brown, Nate Chatelier, and Manny Tremblay, and illustrated by Tremblay along with Damien Mamalidi. The Op provided this in exchange for an honest review. This is the latest in the Dice Throne series. If you're not familiar with it, 2 to 4 players roll dice and play cards to cast spells, generate power, and unleash huge attacks. I reviewed the first and second seasons a few years ago, and will have links to those reviews at the end of this video. Because of that, let's just jump right to the next section. To break it down, roll dice, use cards, and outlast your opponents. That's Marvel Dice Throne Black Widow vs. Doctor Strange. Our games of Marvel Dice Throne Black Widow vs. Doctor Strange, including Setup and Takedown, have been around 45 minutes. I don't recommend playing 3 or 4 player games on anything smaller than a dining table. Player areas are quite large. Kids need to be good readers and know basic math. Characters have difficulty levels, so young players stick to the easier ones. With a partner, I think a 7-year-old could at least help with the rolling. As with all Dice Throne games, Marvel Dice Throne Black Widow vs. Doctor Strange has excellent graphic design, inserts, production values, and a great package on a whole. Black Widow is all about deck manipulation in order to find and gain upgrades. She has a base ability to gain CP so you can play upgrades. Her abilities, even her defensive one, are boosted by upgrades. See how her engine works? Covert Ops is an interesting status effect because you start with them. Spend 1 to play an upgrade or search the top 3 cards for one. If none, reveal the 3 cards to your opponent, search your deck for an upgrade, show it to your opponent, add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. That's not all. If you did find an upgrade in those first 3 cards, put them back atop your deck in any order. You can regain Covert Ops tokens, so don't be afraid to use them. Agility tokens can be spent for a chance to avoid half damage rounded up. Time bombs are placed on an opponent. During upkeep, an opponent rolls a die. On a 6, the bomb is diffused, so you return the token. Otherwise, flip the 2-second side to the 1-second side. Repeat during the next upkeep phase. If not diffused, it does 4 damage. I love playing as Doctor Strange because of how different he feels. First, he doesn't have your basic attack on 3, 4, or 5 of kind for your most common symbol. His spell system is so cool. It reminds me of prepping spells in Aeon's End, one of my favorite games. Spells have a preferred effect, and when cast, some are discarded, some return to your hand, things like that. It's unique, yet still feels right within Dice Throne. His premonition tokens give you a bit of deck manipulation in terms of drawing extra cards, and deciding whether to return one to the top or bottom of your deck. Deja Vu is the perfect mitigator against a bad offensive roll phase because it lets you redo it. Crimson Bands works a little like Miles Morales' Spider-Man's webbing as it ties up your opponent. Instead of affecting damage type though, this prevents an opponent from playing cards during their next roll phase. This is more like it. Marvel Dice Throne Black Widow vs. Doctor Strange bounces back from the disappointing Captain Marvel vs. Black Panther box with 2 very different characters that are both fun to play. While Black Widow isn't a top tier character for me, my dad loves playing as her, and I'd use her without hesitation. Doctor Strange, on the other hand, is near or even at the top of my list as favorite Dice Throne characters.